I got to see these light code patterns that give to me the best perspective and understanding of why we cannot bypass doing right by our human family. And trust me, I know it's hard. And sometimes you're like, God, can I just cancel them? Welcome to the Wine and Spirits Portalcast, a gateway to go beyond the story, bring those big why questions out to play, and transcend them into spiritual understanding. I'm your host, Salwa, ascension guide, light code activator, imperfect human, weirdo who talks to spirits more than humans, and divine smartass on a mission to help activate the masses while enjoying the full spectrum of this human experience. Join me as we ask, receive, and activate. Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Wine and Spirits Portalcast, a gateway to go beyond the story, bring those big why questions out to play, and transmute them into spiritual understanding. Today, I'm going to be talking about something that's a little bit controversial. I don't know the word controversial. There are people that are not going to want to hear this. And a lot of them are in the spiritual community that I know, because this is the part of this experience that they're trying to say, no, I did that. I'm good. Okay. But it's important. I can't stress how important it is. It's been shown to me time and time again. And as I was going to hit record and do another episode, my guys are like, do that one next. So I'm like, all right. Why? This is the why. I'm like, let's put this in words. Why you have earth family drama. Let's just keep it really simple. Why? Yeah, that's it. We're gonna stick with that. I know there's better ways. This is me using my human brain to put words to something that I'm receiving without words. So just go with it. The first time that I was gifted, okay, let me actually give you a little history on my earth family situation. Okay. I love my family to death. They're amazing. I consider myself very blessed, to be born into that family. Very blessed. Great parents. Very in the old way. Okay. They're Catholic. They don't believe in spirituality outside of that Catholic church, at least my parents, or the Bible. And so a lot of the things I do, of course, to them, it's like, ooh, I don't want to put words to it, but I can feel the judgment and the disapproval at times. And it's okay. I'm here to help free the lineage. So with that comes judgment. I'm cool. I'm good. I was in my Aya initiation a while back, journeying with grandmother. And when I was off being my star, I am that star. And I just, all right, I'm going to go back to be the star. I got to see these patterns, these light code patterns that give to me the best perspective and understanding of why we cannot bypass doing right by our human family. And trust me, I know it's hard. And sometimes you're like, God, can I just cancel them? Because the world sees me and I'm doing my thing, but they don't see me and they just show up to trigger. You can't cancel them. Let me just break it to you. Your earth family is here. You chose them to be this final exam or this really hard class at school that you will not get to drop out of for a reason. And I hear this so much, especially with spiritual people. The mother wound is strong. The mother wound is so strong. Father too, but a lot of women with mother wounds, a lot of people with abusive fathers, and a lot of earth family trauma that they then go and they do all their spiritual work and they're ascending and they're coaching and they're telling everybody how to live, and they're hiding their family shit. Or they're writing their family off as oh, they're crazy, or they're just not doing the work. Guess what? If you're writing off your earth family because they're not doing the work, or because they hurt you, or they don't get you, and they're 3D and blah, 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 you're not doing the work. You're not doing the work. This is the tier of our family groups that we have to honor for ascension. And it's essentially a pyramid. Okay. Visualize this pyramid. So at the very top, you have your starseed family, right? That's where you want to tap into. You want to tap into them because that's where all the cellular activation, that's where the DNA really gets lit. And that is where you tap into the grid and start elevating humanity. That's where your divine assistance comes from. Below that, soul family. Now, soul family, people that they come from their own star seeds. So you don't have to be from the same star seed family. That's like way back in the source. But you incarnate at the same time and you meet and you connect because you either have past life stuff or you're mission aligned or you just have this familiarity with the frequency and it feels really good and it's an easy connection. And that's your soul family. And then you have your earth family. Earth family, you're born into them. I'm not saying that your earth family can't be star seed and soul. I mean, it trickles down. But the hierarchy of ascension, it's not really a hierarchy, but the hierarchy of like tapping into family and your activation. If you have not taken care of the earth family, you won't tap into the soul one. Meaning, heal the mom stuff, heal the dad stuff. Don't blame them. Take the lesson and the blessing in what you were dealt. Empower yourself to remember that you chose them for a reason. So trust me, sometimes I'm like, why the F did I choose this family again? Like, was there like a cast? Like, did I not have a good casting director? I got like the cheap knockoff guy that like doesn't know how to cast. No, I chose them. I chose them for a reason. And I am leaning into that choosing. I know like when I go home for the holidays and I have to receive judgment about how I'm not doing God work when that's like all I'm doing, or at least striving to do, like that shit hurts. And the judgment of my life decisions and having gotten a divorce and like, there's a part of me that wants their approval. And when they don't give it to me, I just want to be like, fuck off. Like I am a fucking amazing human and I'm doing a lot of this for you. Like I want to say that, but can't. So Grandmother Aya showed me this, or not even Grandmother Aya, whoever I was with my stars. Once you clear your earth family stuff, soul family. Now I consider my ex-husband soul family. Like he's not earth family. He's not starseed, but he's soul, which means that I cannot have outstanding stuff with him. Like we need to be good in order for me to tap to my highest. I can't have storylines lingering where he's a jerk, he's this, he's that. Like that will not serve my ascension. So having to clear and harmonize soul relationships is next. And then it's the good stuff. If you have done that and you are in good harmony with all of them, you can really tap into your starseed family, which exponential activation for you and for your work and your ability to receive. But you are cock blocking yourself if you're walking around talking about your mom. And I see it all the time. I have the most gifted psychic friends or whatever you want to call them. But they don't, they're like, oh, my family. And I'm like, oh, fuck. You got to unfuck yourself. Go make that right. Making that right doesn't mean that you don't set boundaries and tell them how not to treat you. Making it right doesn't mean that you go kiki with them every weekend. Making it right just means that you speak your truth. You give it voice. You don't hide. And you give them love and gratitude. Lesson and blessing, your two magic components to alchemize anything. Find the lesson and the blessing. Yes, I know. Sorry, they're telling me a lot of father abusers. Yeah. And how hard, right? Your father sexually abuses you? That is fucked up. How the hell, or physically or how the hell can you find the lesson and the blessing in that? Well, let me give you some perspective here. Take it however you can. That father has hella healing to do. That father has his own energy of trauma that is just kind of lingering because he has not moved it. He has not moved it in a healthy way. And so that father found the most pure energy to try to recalibrate his and to take his shit, because he can't move it. So at an energetic level, he was drawn to the purity of your light, which is needed for his stuff to be harmonized, and he can't do it alone. And they resort to physical things that they just know. Is that fair? No. But can you gift yourself the perspective of being the chosen one to help that father heal that energy in a very not okay way? But you're an energy worker. So you're not an abuse victim. You're an energy worker. Can you take back your power and your consent and say, okay, I gave my good energy to try to calibrate that and harmonize it. And I will release the story of how much that hurt, how much that continues to hurt. I will release that story, and I will own that I am an energetic healer. Can you take the judgment from your mom and say, yes, you know what? I accept that I'm the energetic healer here. And anytime you lash out at me for things that I am doing, you are just hurting because there's a part of me that is a sacred mirror to you and that you wish you had done the same. And another one. This one's going to get me in trouble with my sister. But I have a sister that I don't think likes me. I have two sisters. And I love them both, and I know they love me, but I have one where we just, and my kids are like, she's jealous, Mom, she's jealous. I'm like, it's not a jealousy thing. I can acknowledge what it is. And what it is that I am a sacred mirror to her. I remind her of her free will because we have the same family, at least DNA, same earth family, same upbringing. You're dealt very similar cards, but our lives look quite different. And there's parts of me that remind her of her free will and her choices. And that's the part that she doesn't like. So it's not me. It's just that energy. Can you please see your earth family for what they are, which is like energy card dealers? And then can you take the cards that they have dealt you and have a winning hand? If you can do that, do it with your earth family, do it with your soul family, because your star seed family awaits you. They want you to transcend those stories so bad so that they can start working through you. But they can't work through you if you're still stuck at those levels. So I invite you to see who, what comes to mind, heart, and how you can handle it. And please know, you don't always have to do this in the physical, okay? I did a little bit of healing work for my ex-husband without him because he's not into healing. So here's an example. My guys kind of let me know, the friction really is, well, first of all, his ego was very hurt by the divorce. He didn't want it. But even after, he has unhealed pain. And my guys are like, he's not going to heal it, right? I'm like, yeah, I know. He's not much of a feeler. He doesn't do spiritual work. He goes to church sometimes. So I was gifted the opportunity to move that energy for him. They asked me one night, they're like, do you want to do this? I'm like, yeah, I want to do this. I can do this for him. So I did a whole ceremony around it. I lead into this journey of the intention of moving that sorrow for him because he wasn't. And I got to feel the experience of the divorce and all of that from his point of view. Not mine, although mine had hurt too, but from his. And I cried it out, and it was an ugly cry. And it was just like, wow, okay, I can move this energy. I can be good with my soul family, called my ex-husband, without having to go to him. Like, you need to heal your shit. I mean, he does need to heal stuff, right? But the that's his thing. But there's a part of that in heel stuff that did affect me, and that I was able to move. And it was beautiful. So earth family, soul family, starseed family. Work your way to the top. If you are not able to work out something with someone in the physical, do it at a soul level. And you can also write soul letters to their soul and address everything. And remember the two biggest key components to healing and alchemizing anything. Find the lesson and the blessing. But you do not get to skip the tears. And that is why some of the most gifted people that are here to do big spiritual things have so much family drama, because this is the roadblock that you get to transcend. You designed it because you knew you're here to do some big shit. So you wanted to make sure that you would be fully initiated in relationships, and they are here to show you how. So bless your families in all realms and all space and time. Go beyond the story. Love the energy. Give love and gratitude for the lesson and blessing. And watch yourself be actually free to ascend. Thank you for listening. I wholeheartedly hope you received a spark of inspiration, comfort, or new perspective in today's episode. Your support is truly appreciated and necessary on the mission of this Portalcast. If you feel it, please like, comment, share with your world, and leave a review. Stay tuned for the next episode coming soon, and follow on all social platforms linked in the description for all updates. To submit your own why questions to be featured in the show, shoot me a message. Until next time, may the activating life force be with you.